Morning, morning, morning. Just trying to sort my room out, actually. Shut the door. So, good morning, everybody. Tune in Tuesday. Tune in Tuesday. I'm going to sing. Oh, my microphone's in, actually. I didn't have my microphone yesterday when I did my meditation, and you can hear it when I do my sound distorting a little bit. So I'm sorry, but, just beginning this technical stuff, so learn along the way. So let me know how. Well, I've got my microphone today. I'll see if the sound is any better. So tune in Tuesday. I'm intuitively coming. I'm sleepy today, quite sleepy. A lot of stuff on this. Still, this full moon was very. So I just got a message about someone's patient's dream. The full moon is very, very strong still. It was out there yesterday, actually. So it's been from Wednesday, Thursday, nearly Wednesday, so nearly a whole week. Normally it is 3 days either side. You can start to tune in 3 days. And then you got the new moon. Sometimes, funny enough, I know there's lots of work ceremonies and things that people do on a new moon or full moon. And I often do a lot of my deeper work in between and let the energy of the earth ride and take me with it in my normal day-to-day life, if that makes sense. Because sometimes it can be quite strong, and it's getting stronger and stronger. The more we awaken, the more we get cleared. The energies of the earth is what we've come here to be and do. So we're meant to be in her cycle. It's stronger at the minute because she's releasing PTSD. So you imagine the whole earth realm is releasing PTSD. So we're in it. And then when we get through this purge and this healing, we will then just be at the cycle, like animals and trees, this 12-month cycle. So it's learning to ride with it, ride with the waves, ride with the cycle. And just go intuitively. So I'm going intuitive. So I feel sleepy. That's what I mean today. That's where that came from, wasn't it? So when I say tune in, I have a little evening practice, less evening actually. My morning practice is more stronger because it makes a really big difference to how you communicate with people in the day. When you're connected nicely to source, like you're plugging yourself in like a battery. I'm going to yawn now. All right, so we plug ourselves into the plus and minus, like a little Duracell battery, no, it doesn't need to be Duracell. Plus and minus. Actually, the minus is down, feminine, and plus is yang, up. So light and dark. So imagine when you're asking to, when I call it tuning in, like ding, 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 let's just tune into the body. I connect it to source. So you're making sure that your day goes smoothly. And the more we listen to what our heart is, the more we listen to this, then we have a lot more of that smooth communications. When we are connected to spiritual war energy, shall we say, because there's lots of spiritual war going on, energies, attachments, lower frequencies, other people's energies, then we are not listening. And what happens is you get miscommunication, and you have arguments and frustrations and things, and leave things like phones don't work or emails don't send, or you might have get in a car queue for ages, or a car crash or knock or something. When you're derailed from your pineal gland and connected to your higher self here, it's like it feels like that when I'm connected, ding, like this. And then when you're off, you don't feel, I keep saying connected, it's up and down. Then things to happen to make you go back in alignment. And if you don't listen, they get worse and worse. So this happens every day, and this happens in centuries. All of nature works in the same patterns. It's beautifully made. This is the laws of nature, the cycles, the elements. So as well as being aligned every day, you be aligned in the cycle of the year cycle. And obviously we have cycles of numbers and centuries. And this is all out of alignment, hence why everything seems to be getting worse outside. Spiritual war is worse outside. But actually, well, I can't wait for the shit to hit the fan. It's getting there, because then everyone, whoop, it'd be like a reset button. Not for all that listen, I have to say. But at least we can be in harmony again on Earth. So there we go. That'll be another video. Let's check in. So let's do some stretches. Oh, big stretch. Big yawn. Yawning. Just getting oxygen to the body. Stretching up. You got your bottom to the ground. Close your eyes and take some deep breaths. Stretching these arms right up, right up. You can do your fingers like this. You can also do this one. So stretch. Try not to scrunch the shoulders up. Just release the shoulders down. So you've got a lot of space around your ears. Hang on, just say, have I got space around my ears? Just stretching these muscles. The lungs and the heart should be getting a bit achy and quite hard to hold now. Just keep going, keep breathing. In through the nose. And ujjayi breath through the throat into the abdomen. You can release these down with the intention of really stretching your fingers. Stretch these fingers. Bring it down to the earth. And we'll bring it back up again. We'll just do this a few times. We'll keep it nice and simple now. Remember to keep that space in the arms. Don't clench the shoulders like this. Keep it down, straight as you can. You can either do it, I quite like this one. It makes me hold my shoulders. Or we can do this one. Lungs and heart. And breathe. Breathe in. And breathe out. I'll do some ohms. Om. Om. If your arms are starting to ache, this is fine. Just repeat, come down with the breath. And then come up again. So I'm going to hold it a bit longer. But if you don't feel comfortable, obviously push yourself, but not too much. And then come down. All of that energy to come down. Earth yourself. And then imagine all this energy. We are going to have a time where we'll just settle this energy back down. And we'll do a breath work. Nicely released. Make sure that neck is nice and released. Feel any crunching going on, just release. This is the pineal gland. There's lots of heavy metals going on. That's what the vaccine is doing. So again, not against one or the other. Well, I'm not against people that have decided to have the vaccine. I am against the vaccine because I know what it's about. But I'm not against any person that's decided to have it because it's done because they're worried about dying and their health and other people. So send that across to you. But what effect it does have is it has a very, very dense effect on trauma and the body and toxins. Actually, I was going to bring a bag of zeolite. Zeolite and bayanite clay is very, very good for detoxing the pineal gland. I've been using this for a long, long time before this. It's very the lowest frequency. It basically blocks the communication. When this is clear, you can connect to your own body. When you don't connect to your own body, you're susceptible to manipulation of other energies, which means you get very confused and get anxiety, cardiac arrest, and you can die. So pretty serious stuff. You also have things like violent behavior and abusive behavior when you're not in alignment with yourself. So all of these, the reason of clearing the metals, so the Kambo medicine I do is the strongest thing you can have to purge the body, but it's to be done at the right time with the right person for the right reasons, good intentions. Liver flush is also very, very good. And, acupuncture. And then you can start taking lemon and bayanite clay, and zeolite actually is the best one. You can order it actually online. You don't have to pay a lot of money. There are ones out there that are a lot of money. I don't like to. You can individually just get a zeolite, and you can get a big bag of it. It's white powder. You can actually use it in the bath or a face mask, but you take it 1 spoonful, a teaspoon of water, and drink that. I have that in the morning with my 1 glass of salt. I have lots of glasses of different things. But yeah, this will help detox your body from metals. Wasn't intending to talk about that actually, but obviously we're talking about here when we do the neck stretches and we open up the heart and the lungs to get connected to the self. We have to have this connection around the neck, which is all about death. Sorry, but it is. And the history of the war, why we have death and hangings and truth, burials with no head. This is in history. This spiritual war has started a long, long time ago, and we're repeating history until it finishes properly. So yes, we've had pandemics. When we can't breathe, it's in the throat. The way to make you disconnect with your body is to attack the pineal gland. And another way to do it is poisons. This will disconnect your pineal gland from your higher self and alignment, and you will lose control of your body. So there we go. So just take a deep breath in, connecting your bottom. So you ask with intention. Sometimes I don't even say it out loud because I've got other videos. So I have taught that, I don't want to repeat myself too much, but just coming on here, remember just to connecting my body down to Mother Earth and honoring her at this time of her battle. And we're asking the consciousness here, the crown chakra. I was talking about this morning. The crown chakra is, funny enough, corona, same in Latin, and China happens to be the crown of the earth. So we wonder why that was a starting point. Oh no, it was something else. Anyway, we look at the energy ley lines of everything and the laws of nature. All the answers are there because the truth is always there. So breathing in, stretching our arms up high. Try not to duck your bottom, like tip it in and clench those muscles at the bottom with your sexual organs and the lower sacral. I'm going to just do some sounds. We hold this as long as possible. Down slowly, just feel that nice energy in the arms. The arm energy is the lungs and the heart. Pericardium is the muscle around the heart that controls the pulsation. It comes from the soul. And just let that tingling, you feel that tingling energy in the arms, which means we've awakened those channels. The more we can awaken the channels with any forms of different exercise, the more we can connect. Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit of this for my lower back now. We've done a bit of the upper, so I just want you to feel, actually, do you know what I do? Let's do some side ones. So we're lifting your heart, and my hand is down. Let's go back here. And just swap over your legs as one gets tired. Can you see me? My funky socks. Yeah, so let's put one down by the side, one arm, doesn't matter either way. Whatever one you want to start with. And use the breath. Use that breath. You can even make some noises yourself. Vibrational sounds. This helps these energies. It's why we listen to music. It's why one thing in life is so valuable is the music. It's the words as well in each songs, but it's also the vibration. Frequency is everything and everywhere at every moment.
in time. So just stretch out. You don't have to fully copy me, but the idea is just that we're stretching these side muscles. What to do about your digestive organs. Twisting, anything twisting is very good for the the solar plexus. Good for digesting. When we're connecting up with the pineal gland, we also then releasing the stomach. So we have good digestion. And when we have a good digestive energy tract, we know what we're digesting is good for us or not. And spiritual digestion is 90%. So we can tell if someone is lying to us. We can tell if something is serving us. We can tell if something is our energy or not when we're in alignment. In the future, we're going to be see-through. Okay, we're going to be see-through. We don't need language to communicate. We'll communicate like I can communicate when I'm in ceremony. I tune into somebody's soul and it talks to me. I don't do this. It doesn't talk to me in the mouth, through the body. All right, so when we're in a correct position and we are all in alignment and we're in a healing process, this beautiful fact of truth is just going to come through, and we can feel and hear the truth from everybody's soul, which means people will have to heal. And also, if there's something that's coming which is low frequency trauma, manipulation and lies, it comes from someone doing it to themselves in the first place. But we're going to be able to see it, so that means it won't be confusing. It won't be manipulating, and we'll be able to know what we're doing with ourselves and other people. Okay, so now just stretch. Lower the head. Stretch that lower back. And having your fingers, can't see, I had them like this. I'm used to doing these videos on the floor, so I need to check. Sorry if you couldn't see me, but just stretching right over as much as you can. Okay, let's do the leg one as well, because this is a really good one. Okay, so I've got my shorts on. Just move your bottom out of the way. And I want you to feel down, pulling those toes. Really amazing stretch. I haven't done any of my stretches this morning, actually. I thought I'd just do it straight on here, but I'm a bit more. This is a great one, because when you first do it, like, look, you can see I'm stuck here. You shouldn't curl back. But after a while, if you do a session, you can get right down. So you're using the breath. You can actually feel the breath going into the into the backs of the legs, those hamstrings and the butt. And just breathe, breathe. Okay, so I'm not here to do too much yoga or stretching. There's lots of that about, so do try. It's good to stretch before you try and connect in. So what for you? Got a few minutes, 10 minutes. So just make so you can see me. There we go. So let's just tap in. We do the lungs. So take a deep breath in and hold this breath with a really big belly. And breathe out. Let's take this off so you can see what I'm doing a little bit more. So this, I'm going to sit to the side a little bit. So, yeah, you can see what I'm doing with my belly now. Got one hand, you've got a hand like this. Large intestine and lungs. Breathe in through your nose, so you've got like a pregnant tummy, and breathe out. Hold. As you breathe in, I want you to really sit back. It's here, this part here. You need to breathe. Push that breath
So you can learn to guide chi, which is energy in the body. So it's more around this diaphragm. I try and teach this breath work. You can sometimes, once you get this oxygen in there, it starts pulsating. I haven't even breathed out yet. So just breathe out. Do that again. We want to get to the point where we can really feel this energy. When we're releasing and breathing out, we feel a big movement of chi coming up. And this really helps us get in connection. Like oxygen is the magic medicine that's free. It's no toxic. It doesn't cause anything. It's just weightless. It's free. It's one of the best medicines in the world. So that's why I teach a lot to use it. I'm going to swap my arm so you can see. So make sure we've got open the shoulders, open this neck. Fingers to mudra like this. Large intestine. Large intestine here is what we swallow, and we can open it and release our bowels. I know a lot of people. There's a little robin out the window. That's good, isn't it? Message from spirit. Thank you. Okay, breathing in. Sorry, distracted by the robin. Breathing in. So as you breathe in, what I'm saying is sometimes you do this. I do this, like this. Just make sure it release. Push here in the solar plexus. And relax. That energy source coming up to the body nicely. So we'll do 3 more. And hold as long as you can. You don't have to do such a full breath now, so we've got that. So we can come to the middle bit. And the trick is to just have that movement, and wherever your body needs unblocking, you learn to feel with your eyes closed. We're learning to listen and feel for the body so we can detox. We can remove everything before the COVID waves from Earth come, because they're coming 5, 6 years, twice a year. And if we're not clear, we don't know if we feel fine, then you've got more coming, because the Earth is not fine. So you shouldn't feel fine. Okay? Breathe in. And release. I'm just going to release my neck because I can really feel like I'm getting into the back of the pineal gland. You know, the pineal gland sits like this. It's a bit like a shoulder joint with your spine and your skull. Okay, so it's in the middle there. You can actually feel the crystallization in that skull. And when you're doing this, after breathing, you can really get in there where you've got that oxygen flowing. This here is also the vagus nerve. You've got neck and shoulder pain, thyroid, everyone have thyroxine, menopause, a list of things that stems from a block from the pineal gland. It goes on and on. And it's the smallest gland thing in the body that's of so much value. It's unbelievable, but that's why it's hidden. It's hidden away, you see. Well, it's not hidden, it's there, it's just not been taught to us, so they've hidden it. Second one. Clenching those bottom muscles, your wee muscles. I forgot to say that. That's all right. These things I do automatically, or you get to do. You're squeezing that so you're not leaving this energy releasing out. And then when you release, you can release them. Okay, and then release. And the neck one we can do, if you can see me, you can see me do this one. Often when we just put our hand on our head, to the sides, because of that extra little pressure, we can feel it. Interesting enough, saying that, when we get extra pressure in our lives, it's only then we can really see the problems. That's what COVID is, awakening. There's extra pressure. You know, I talk about dark forces in the spiritual world. I'm not scared of them, not worried about them. They're going to put on the pressure. When they put on the pressure, we are forced to heal. When we heal, wonderful things happen. When you put that extra pressure on, you're like, oh, didn't know that was there. Didn't know that was there. And we've done the sides. And let's just do the front of the head like that. Okay. The other really good one is the plough. Maybe do that now if you've got some time. So if you do the plough, get your bottom over. I don't really do yoga. I'm just moving this button, but I've never really done all my things online. I'm going to do teachings, but yeah, go and do the plough for a few minutes. I find that very, very good for the neck and digestive system. And the neck and digestive system is about anger, poison, suppression, past lives, this life. When this is released, channel comes up to the throat and we can be in our true voice. No more suppression, no more identity hiding, no more fear, understanding that there is no death, and magic. Let's just say magic. Let's stretch out these fingers one more time, looking over the hand. Move. When you're doing this, like I said, you just tap into what your body needs. You don't totally have to follow me. It's the idea of these videos is to help support people, and also if I'm on at certain times, you can make a commitment to yourself to be here. This is also a good one. Interlink your fingers in the back of the neck to open up the heart space and open up the throat. When we open the heart and open the throat, we can speak our truth. We're in alignment with ourselves, and our frequency is very high. We do not have to worry about getting ill so much. Our ability to express viruses quickly and release them, be in our true power. Okay, and just finally do some sounds. Now we're now nice and open in the neck. If you want to continue, obviously do continue. I'm going to put my fingers to my heart, pinky, small intestine, heart, channel. So just listen to my voice for the last few minutes. I'll do some talking to ourselves. Actually, just put one hand with the pinky, left hand on the heart space. As we put our hand on our heart, we ask ourselves, our higher self and our inner child and our soul. I say these words because they're in different discussions, but they all mean the same thing. The way we connect to our higher self is through our inner child, because it's easier to love our thoughts of our inner child than ourselves. And first of all, we have to get through those layers of pain and sadness, abandonment, and issues like that, and then we can reach our inner child. So if we want to connect to our higher self, we think of ourselves as a child. And when you do that, you have feelings that come up that need to be felt And when we're connected to our higher self, these feelings are okay to deal with. They're not always happy, but if you deal with them, your life is happier, as in content and peaceful. Less arguments, less manipulations, less issues with things going wrong. You know your purpose. You're accepting all emotions, all 5, 6 elements of emotions, including the soul. You understand what serves your body and your family, what your needs are. Accepting change. Change is something in the laws of nature that comes every 12 months, every few months in the seasons. All right, so we are going to be living again with nature properly in alignment, which means we need to get used to change, and change happens every day. Light and dark, we have to change and roll with nature. Trauma on the earth means we've been blocked and suppressed, and there's been a shock, like she had a car crash thousands of years ago. When that wake up happens, the body wants to come back and live again. But we have to agree with the laws of nature.